In exploring the opulent world of dining with the elite, an understanding of introduction to aristocratic dining traditions is essential. Aristocratic dining traditions encapsulate the ceremonial, often elaborate rituals and customs that have historically defined how the upper class shared meals. Rooted in centuries of history, these traditions were not only about nourishment, but also a demonstration of power, wealth, and social stature. They often involved multiple courses, each paired with the perfect wine, intricate table settings, formal dress codes, and strict adherence to etiquette. These customs were designed to showcase the host's sophistication and taste, as well as to establish social hierarchy and maintain alliances. The importance of this point in relation to the main topic, dinner with the Duchess, extravagant feasts and etiquette of the elite, cannot be overstated. Understanding these traditions provides a lens through which we can appreciate the complexity and purpose of aristocratic feasts. It also illuminates how these meals functioned as pivotal social events where influential decisions were often made, reinforcing the political and economic power structures of the time. For instance, the elaborate banquets of the French court under Louis XIV are a prime example. His legendary soirees at Versailles were not just about indulgence, but were strategic, designed to consolidate power and reinforce his position as the absolute monarch. Similarly, the grand dining events in Victorian England were another reflection of social stratification, where every item on the menu and every mannerism spoke volumes about one's status and refinement. Yet, these traditions are not without their challengers. In modern discourse, some criticize them as ostentatious or even exclusionary, reminiscent of a time when social mobility was severely restricted. Others argue that elements of these traditions, when viewed through a contemporary lens, highlight an era of excess and privilege disconnected from today's egalitarian values. Alternatively, proponents appreciate them as historical treasures, offering insight into cultural evolution and providing a template of elegance and ceremony in dining that persists in fine dining experiences today. Furthermore, these traditions have profoundly influenced not only the etiquette surrounding meals, but also the broader culture of hospitality and social engagement among the elite. They interplay with aspects of politics, fashion, and even architecture of the dining spaces, showcasing the interconnectivity of social rituals. Understanding aristocratic dining traditions thus sheds light on the intricate fabric of elite society, offering a rich narrative backdrop for examining how these customs continue to evolve and influence modern dining experiences. The concept of historical evolution of elite feasting delves into how lavish dining practices among the upper echelons of society have transformed over time, reflecting changes in social, cultural, and political landscapes. This aspect is crucial to understanding Dinner with the Duchess, Extravagant Feasts and Etiquette of the Elite, because it offers a historical lens through which we can appreciate how these elaborate gatherings have been used to display power, enforce social hierarchies, and facilitate diplomatic relations. Historically, elite feasting has been characterized by opulence, featuring extravagant menus, luxurious settings, and strict adherence to etiquette. These events often served as opportunities for hosts to showcase their wealth and influence. For instance, during the Renaissance, banquets in European courts were theatrical productions, complete with multiple courses, elaborate decor, and entertainment, designed to impress guests and assert the host's status. Similarly, in the Qing dynasty in China, imperial banquets were meticulously planned events that illustrated the emperor's supremacy and the intricacies of court protocol. The significance of studying the historical evolution of elite feasting lies in its role as a mirror of shifting societal values and norms. For example, in contemporary society, there may be a greater emphasis on sustainable practices and health-conscious menus at elite gatherings, reflecting modern priorities while still maintaining a sense of grandeur and exclusivity. However, this concept is not without challenges or controversies. Some may argue that these lavish displays are wasteful and reinforce outdated class distinctions. Critics point out the ethical implications of such excess in the face of global inequality. On the other hand, proponents might argue that such traditions preserve cultural heritage and foster a sense of community among the participants. The historical evolution of elite feasting directly influences other aspects of our main topic, such as the development of complex etiquette systems that govern behavior at these events. Understanding this evolution helps illuminate why certain customs persist and how they've adapted to fit contemporary needs. Moreover, it reveals the intricate interplay between food, society, and power dynamics, emphasizing how feasting at this level is not merely about the consumption of food, but also about the performance of status and the reinforcement of societal structures. Through this historical lens, we can better appreciate the cultural significance and continuing allure of dining with the Duchess, bringing to life the intersection of tradition, power, and celebration. Menu planning and culinary excellence is a concept that delves into the meticulous art of crafting a dining experience that is both aesthetically refined and palate-pleasing. It is about curating a menu that reflects sophistication, balance, and the culinary prowess expected at a high society gathering such as a dinner with the Duchess. This concept is significant as it underscores the importance of both the variety and quality of dishes served, playing a crucial role in upholding the prestige and elegance of elite dining experiences. The importance of menu planning and culinary excellence within the broader context of dinner with the Duchess lies in its ability to set the tone and maintain the standards of elite gatherings. For instance, the French court of Louis XIV famously employed culinary experts who crafted elaborate feasts that signified power and wealth, impacting subsequent European dining traditions. Another real-world application is the modern-day state banquets hosted by the British monarchy, where the menus are carefully planned to respect traditions while embracing contemporary tastes, showcasing both cultural heritage and culinary innovation. Several culinary experts and historians argue for the essential nature of menu planning, noting that a well-structured menu not only showcases culinary skill, but also tells a story or reflects a theme, thus enhancing the overall dining experience. Renowned chefs emphasize the importance of balancing flavors and textures while ensuring ethical sourcing of ingredients, which aligns with the values of sustainability and responsible luxury. However, challenges and controversies in menu planning for elite gatherings can arise. One potential issue is meeting diverse dietary restrictions while maintaining culinary integrity. Additionally, the extravagance of such feasts may draw criticism from those advocating for simpler, more sustainable dining practices, questioning the necessity of opulence in an era of growing environmental concerns. This concept of menu planning and culinary excellence inherently influences other aspects of hosting a dinner with the Duchess, such as etiquette and ambiance. The artistry involved in designing the menu complements the formality and decorum expected of guests, while the elegance of the dishes contributes to the atmosphere of grandeur. Furthermore, culinary excellence can serve as a symbol of the host's status and refinement, reinforcing social hierarchies and cultural norms within elite circles. As such, it becomes an integral element of the evening's overall cultural and social experience, with each dish playing a role in the grander narrative of elitism and tradition. The role of etiquette in high society dinners is a crucial component when discussing Dinner with the Duchess, Extravagant Feasts and Etiquette of the Elite. At its core, Etiquette is a set of conventional rules dictating how individuals should conduct themselves, particularly in social settings. In the context of high society dinners, etiquette involves a complex array of behaviors and rituals that ensure smooth, respectful, and harmonious interactions among elite guests. It encompasses table manners, appropriate conversation topics, dress codes, and the subtleties of addressing and interacting with fellow attendees. The significance of etiquette in this domain cannot be understated. It acts as a social lubricant that minimizes potential conflicts and misunderstandings in gatherings where personal and political stakes are often high. For the elite, adhering to these protocols is not merely about displaying sophistication, but maintaining one's social standing and respect among peers. By understanding and practicing the intricate rules of etiquette, individuals can navigate social hierarchies and power dynamics more effectively. One specific example illustrating this point is the use of dining utensils. In many elite settings, the correct usage of multiple courses of cutlery is a subtle yet powerful indicator of one's upbringing and attention to detail. Another example is the tradition of toasting, which serves not only as a method to honor a host or guest, but also as a strategic opportunity to express alliances and loyalty subtly through one's chosen words and gestures. Opinions that support the significance of etiquette often cite its role in preserving tradition and upholding cultural values amidst rapid modernization. Proponents argue that its practice offers continuity and an appreciation for history and diplomacy. However, challenges and controversies do exist. Critics of rigid etiquette may argue that it perpetuates exclusivity and class divisions by setting barriers that discourage social mobility and diversity in high society gatherings. Additionally, the globalization of cultures often raises questions about whose etiquette, Western or otherwise, gets prioritized and whether it diminishes the value of alternative cultural practices. Etiquette's influence extends beyond interpersonal interactions. It connects deeply to other aspects of extravagant feasts, such as the selection of venue, decor, and even the menu, all orchestrated to reflect the host's refinement and sophistication. By encapsulating both formality and tradition, etiquette serves as the delicate thread weaving together the tapestry of high society dinners, magnifying their grandeur and complexity.